Hello and welcome to Some Dude Shed. It's Newsday. And in the news today, Bexley woman marries pet cat in desperate attempt to stop landlords separating them.
The tablets went to sleep.
Brilliant.
Aldi customer left visibly upset after advert.
Elon Musk says he wants to buy Coca-Cola next and promises to put cocaine back in it.
Tory MP accused of watching pornography in House of Commons. And that's the news this week.
We don't have a jingle yet.
Yes, I think everybody knows whenever they don't hear the jingle. Anyway, moving on. Who's going to start us off on this amazing tour of modern human activity?
I'll do mine first, you want?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Elon Musk says he wants to buy Coca-Cola next and promises to put cocaine back in. So he tweeted, "Next I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in." This is clearly a joke, but some media outlets haven't quite taken it that way and called it bizarre for some reason.
Well, some people just believe everything they see on Twitter.
This is from the Lad Bible. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has shared in a bizarre wish of buying Coca-Cola, and he has one big plan for the company if he achieves this goal. The tech billionaire wrote on Twitter, "Next I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in." Look, it's definitely one of the more insane business pitches we've ever heard, and we wonder how it'll go down with the board.
He's not going to fucking pitch that to the board.
Of course, this has stirred up a frenzy on Twitter, and many unsurprisingly welcomed Musk's vision for the carbonated drink. And then it's just a load of comments. One user wrote, "I don't know about you, but I'm liking the new ownership already."
It would be quite an extreme energy drink, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd probably be a healthier energy drink than most of them. Less sugar. Take the sugar out and just put the cocaine in.
Definitely put the energy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Another commented, "He is an inspiration to entrepreneurs, a visionary, an innovative person determined to achieve his goals, despite the obstacles in his way, to positively impact the world." A different user commented, "Why would you do that? That was stupid and dumb. What you just said. Grow up."
Yes, don't you dare make jokes.
How dare you make jokes?
How fucking dare you?
This isn't a comment, this is just the article continuing. Funny enough, when Coca-Cola launched back in the 1800s, it was filled with cocaine and caffeine. The cocaine, which was derived from the cocoa leaf, was removed in the early 1900s. The billionaire's declaration to buy Coca-Cola came after Twitter agreed to his $44 billion takeover bid. And this goes on about buying Twitter, so there's people that believe that.
Yeah, it's kind of shame on them, really, for believing that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funny enough, there's people out there that believe anything they're told.
Yeah.
Like,
as we will demonstrate in some of our podcasts.
Buying Twitter for $44 billion, that's a lot of money. But that ain't Coca-Cola money.
That's not, no, Coca-Cola's way bigger than that.
Yeah.
I don't think Elon Musk could afford Coca-Cola.
To buy it outright, I actually don't think he could, no.
I wonder how many countries Coca-Cola is richer than. Know what I mean?
Oh, if Coca-Cola was the sort of company or a country, it would be number whatever in the list of richest countries.
Yeah, like they could buy a country or a bunch of them.
That's a very interesting idea. Excuse me, I'm going to do some quick calculations and I'm going to see if I can figure it out.
Cokeland, they could call it Cokeland, and they could then take the sugar out of Coke, make their own laws, put cocaine in the Coke, legalize cocaine. There you go, Elon Musk, get on that.
Their net value is $265 billion.
Okay, guys, from my very, very brief research, Coca-Cola has a revenue of $37 billion, which is about the same as Estonia. So that's roughly where they'd be. If they were in the list of GDP by country, they'd be between Estonia and Zimbabwe.
What number is Estonia?
101.
So if Coca-Cola was to build or to buy a country, it would be 101st richest country in the world?
Yes, it would. It would be basically right in the middle of all the countries. There's about 200 countries, so
it's pretty.
That's how big Coca-Cola is. I don't think Elon Musk can afford that.
Well, if he sells everything he has, he might just be able to.
I think I saw another comment on that tweet from Elon Musk. Somebody said you should buy McDonald's and fix all the ice cream machines. That would be definitely doing the world a service right there, because according to the latest stats from McBroken, there's about 10% of all ice cream machines are broken at the moment in McDonald's.
Is it true that Coke turned Santa red? Like, made him red and everything?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, he used to be green, didn't he?
Yeah.
that's the story. He used to wear green or brown.
Like, if you have the
And-
power to change Santa's outfit, I'd say you're pretty well off.
Yeah. We're seeing another thing that Coca-Cola doesn't really work with how much they sell. They go by share of throat. So they're literally competing with water as to how much drink they sell.
Wow.
And
Pretty
they're
ridiculous.
the number one soft drink maker in every single country in the world, except for Scotland.
It's pretty ridiculous how companies like that influence culture, going back to the Santa thing. Because, like, engagement rings with a diamond. I can't remember what company it was. It was like diamond is a girl's best friend, which is now made it a cultural standard to buy an engagement ring with a diamond on it.
Were engagement rings just like bands before? No diamond in it?
Well, they could have any kind of jewel in it.
Or just a band.
I know. It's weird how the world is influenced by companies. Anyway, moving on with the news. So there's a woman in London who's married her cat, and that's
Did you take its last name?
no.
Or is it one of those modern marriages
I
where
think
they share the hyphenate the names?
Well, hold on, we'll get to that bit. So right, okay. So the reason she married her cat is because her landlord says no pets. So landlord keeps on throwing out the cats, and she's sick of it. So she, in order to show how much she cares for her cat, she married it.
Like, legally. I don't see how that's possible, considering both parties have to sign the marriage document.
I don't think it is possible to be legally recognized partnership with an animal because they can't sign their name or say their vows. They should get a parrot, I suppose.
Like, I've played witness to a marriage certificate being signed, so
Yeah.
I don't see how the cat could do it.
Um.
Must be a religious ceremony, just.
So, Deborah Hodge from Bexley says she's got rid of pets in the past when threatened with eviction. To ensure the same thing doesn't happen again with her 5-year-old cat called India, Deborah married her cat in a civil ceremony on the 19th of April. Deborah would rather live on the streets than be without her cat.
She probably eats pussy anyway.
A little bit of background here on
That cat must be good at pulling up the carpet.
Oh dear. Well, it was nearly pushing up daisies a few years ago. There's a bit of background here on the cat. India, the cat, is black and white, and has only got 3 legs because it was hit by a car a few years ago
And survived.
and survived, but lost a leg. Now she more often gets carried around when Deborah goes out and about, so like during trips to the beach. I think it's a bit weird going out with your cat. It's not really.
Well, so hold on a
Nothing to
minute.
do.
She married this cat, and did her landlord not actually get rid of the cat then?
The landlord has not been contacted.
So for all we know, he's still planning to get rid of the cat.
Possibly, yeah.
It's like, we're married. I don't give a shit. Get out.
Exactly. So I don't care if it pisses on the floor. I'm going to lose 10 grand in property value.
Well, could he not turn around and say, well, in my eyes, that's animal abuse, and I'm going to kick you and the cat out now?
This animal didn't consent to be your spouse.
So she said, I had nothing to lose and everything to gain, so I married my cat. I recited vows under the universe that no man will ever tear myself and India apart. I set out my intention that I would never be separated from the animal I adore. I can't be without India. I mean, basically, it's just a big long blurb about how much she loves this cat. She's had cats before, and different animals before, but they keep on getting kicked out by landlords.
Well, I think the moment you marry an animal, you lose all your dignity. So she'd have something to lose.
Yeah, pretty much. It's I don't really sympathise because if you keep on getting kicked out of places where you live because you keep on hiding animals, don't get an animal
Or go to somewhere they
or
will
go
let.
somewhere that allows them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or get some real friends.
Or make some human friends.
No, if she married her cat, I don't know if she'd be able to do that, to be honest.
Actually, she has at least.
That's what I mean, before you're marrying the cat.
She has at least had one human relationship before because she does have kids. But they're barely mentioned. They're not really important compared to the cat. So
Yeah, she'll just bring one of her kids in. Like, yeah, me and my kid live here. Like, but then, yeah. Anyway,
well, yeah, that's basically the end of the story. It's not very exciting. Moving on, Mr.
Taking Crazy Cat Lady to a whole new level. Okay.
Mr. Black, what's going on?
well, this takes place in Sydney. I thought it was New Zealand. It's actually Australia. Aldi customer rails against offensive ad and claims it left his wife visibly upset,
Oh no!
absolutely distraught, shaken, shit her pants.
This
I
must
don't
be.
think she shit her pants.
This must be quite a traumatic advert.
Yep. A city man has rallied for support over an ad spotted in his local Aldi store. Is Aldi like Lidl, but over there?
You can get it at Aldi in England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Aldi, Lidl, same sort of thing.
It's their basic, like they have the stores have the same layout and the same middle aisle and stuff. I just think Aldi's a wee bit more expensive.
The advert was promoting the supermarket's boneless butterfly lamb leg. The man said his wife was left visibly upset. Other Aldi shoppers didn't see an issue with the poster, calling it clever. So,
Well, we have to see the picture. We have to see the poster now. It was just a poster. I thought it was like a TV advert or something, but no.
okay, are you ready? And like, you need to prepare yourselves. It's really
It must be quite shocking. I'm
catch
ready.
off guard. Yeah.
I'm ready. Wham, bam, thank you, lamb.
I'm struggling to even think about what could be offensive about
Yeah, I'm really.
How can you not see what's offensive about that? I'm
Oh.
fucking
What?
fuming.
that. please
please
enlighten us.
explain.
Maybe she saw the price. What the fuck? $17?
Yeah, but that's like Australian dollars. So that's like
Yeah, it's
maybe
Australian dollars. It's
That's
like,
like
it's like
£2.
£2, isn't it?
something like that.
The man was doing his weekly grocery shop when he spotted the advert, which featured a picture of a boneless lamb leg and the words "Wham Bam, Thank You, Lamb" hanging from the aisles. The city-based shopper said his wife was left visibly upset after she saw the advert in the chain's Lechik store.
Oh, yes, one of those.
The man who said he is generally a fan of Aldi. You a fan of any shopping centres?
I can't say I'm a fan of Tesco's or anything like that. No.
Oh, I'm a fan. Yes.
I know. I quite like Tesco's. It's pretty sweet.
Would you support Tesco's in the supermarket wars or something? Are you a fan?
I would say if there was ever a singing competition and Tesco staff were involved, I might vote for them.
There was like a war between the supermarkets. They kept you as hostage. You got a loyalty card? You got a loyalty card? Show me your loyalty card.
Your allegiance.
Pull it the wrong one. Oh shit. Bang. Right. Man who said he's generally a fan of Aldi posted to a Facebook fan page
Facebook
for
fan
the
page.
German grocery giant, asking if others had reacted in a similar way to his wife. I'm generally a fan of Aldi, but my wife was visibly upset today when she saw the poster at Aldi in Marketplace, New South Wales. Does anyone else find it offensive?
Well, hold on. Can you explain to us why it was so offensive? Sorry.
Well, firstly, recession, and secondly, not recession, inflation, and secondly, we'll see other people struggled as well because some people actually replied, "Sorry, but what in particular are we looking at that is offensive? Can you please explain what possibly would be offensive with the poster? Since I honestly don't know why." Another replied, "It turns out the grievances had nothing to do with the meat, but rather the words used on the ad to promote the Super Saver. Because I think the term like wham bam, thank you, ma'am, is like an old style."
Hump and dump.
Yeah, it's like
It's
an
like
old,
a straight to the moon sort of thing.
it's like a 50s style like fuckboy thing, basically.
Okay.
But some guy replied, "I hope this posting is appropriate for this group. I'm generally a fan of Aldi," but no, this is the same guy. Never mind. The phrase is the name of a 1950s song by American singer and actor Dean Martin. The expression can also be used as a slang term promoting violence against women. No,
Really?
No, it doesn't.
Well, like I said, I mean, if you really stretch it, you could say like straight to the moon is a slang term for
Yeah.
a slang term for domestic violence. But
No,
really, whoever sees that is clearly thinking about domestic violence an awful lot.
No, traditionally it's known as an expression for like, hit it and quit it kind of thing. Not like physically, I mean like just,
Or like a one night stand.
yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wham, thank you, ma'am. The phrase has been promoting violence against women. Wham, bam, get over it. It's just lamb. Yeah, you get the idea.
Silly people being silly.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Going on to our last news article then.
So our main story for today has been rocking the world of politics in the UK. A Tory MP has been accused of watching pornography in the House of Commons.
Well, at least he's actually doing something in the House of Commons.
Yeah, really.
But you can't do that.
Well, apparently you can. If you got a smartphone, you can. The Tory MP has remained unnamed.
Why?
Well, sadly, it was spotted by another Tory MP, and I suppose they don't really want to get each other in trouble. So
Jesus.
it's-
Smartphone dumb man.
It's just been referred to the whip. Oh, basically the boss Tory.
Well, at least he had the decency not to whack it in the comments.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Maybe that's his thing though. He's like, oh, maybe he gets caught watching porn, then he goes and that's his thing later on. Oh, I was caught. Ooh. Like maybe that's his kink, if you know what I mean.
Maybe that's
caught.
what really that's what does it for him. Thing is, he was spotted by by a woman who was sitting behind him. Another MP that was sitting behind him, and that to me just sounds a bit silly.
Wouldn't that be like the ultimate danger wank? Like trying to wank in Parliament, not get caught, or in the House?
But it's a bit silly because there's cameras all over
all
over Parliament.
Sam Fisher would find a way.
Especially when you're in like that sloped seating as well. You got someone behind you who's quite high up. It's like being in a theatre. So
yeah, you'd think you'd at least go to the back.
Yeah, if you've got your phone on you, the person behind you is going to be able to see it really
big
easily.
Newspaper.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there must be a way.
I mean, if you're sitting in a theatre and you've got your phone out with a big picture of Shrek on it, then people behind you are going to see.
Oh yes. I wonder if anyone's ever actually had a wank in Parliament successfully and not got caught, like in the House.
It's quite. I imagine it'd be
in
quite
the history of
difficult.
any house in any country.
I'm sure it's happened. There's always one.
Someone but hasn't been caught. Bound to be.
There's always one. There's always one.
A ninja there has to have done it.
We used to say it has to be a guy.
Even women can't wank.
Rub one in.
Oh
dear, dear.
Be a lot more incognito as well.
Is that it?
They could actually they could go in there. They could have one of those like remote vibrator things and it's connected to an app on your phone.
Oh, that's cheating though. That's cheating.
So Conservative MP Pauline Latham, who was at a meeting about it, said she was totally shell shocked.
Really, it was like being in the trenches.
It was like being in the trenches. It was that traumatizing. Couldn't believe something like that could happen in what is a really professional place. That's the first thing I would call the House of Commons, is a really professional place.
Don't they do cocaine in the toilets in the House of Commons?
I don't think is that proven?
Recently, there was somebody tested the toilets and there was trace amounts of cocaine on the on top of the cistern and all.
Are you surprised?
No.
Gotta stay active.
So yeah, she says that if the allegations are true, which they probably are, because we're talking about a Tory touting on a Tory, so they're not going to make stories up about each other. But the MP should lose his job and be thrown out of the Conservative Party, is what Mrs. Latham says.
I know, she joined the Liberals.
So yeah, we're supposed to set an example in this place, and that is absolutely appalling. I am totally shocked. So, Labour said it would be a sackable offence. Of course they would say that. I think it's pretty much a sackable offence in any work environment.
If you get caught watching porn on the computer, yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine it would be, yes.
Yeah. Mr. Black, you've worked with photocopiers.
I did, yes.
If something gets photocopied of an adult nature, would that get you fired? Or would you just say it's a test and move on?
There was one time, it didn't happen to me, but there was one time somebody went to sit on the photocopier to photocopy their ass and the glass smashed.
Oh no.
There was just that incident, but I had a story relating to the porn in the office.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was at a customer's computer and they went to type into the search engine like a photocopier drivers. To install the photocopier and everything.
So the first letter was P.
First letter was P, and you can imagine the rest.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know.
Well, I've seen a few suspicious things on client computers.
Really?
Well, probably the biggest red flag I've seen was connected to some guy's computer, and he had Tor on the desktop, which is the dark web browser.
Yeah, that's not dangerous in itself, though. It's not creepy.
No, but the only reason you use the dark web is either to sell or buy guns or drugs.
Not necessarily true.
Or illegal pornography.
Well, you can, but not necessarily true. No.
In fairness, if you're in a country with extreme censorship, it's even just the access likes of Wikipedia or the Western news outlets.
He was in.
But he was here.
He was here. He was in the UK.
No, it's not just for that though. There's genuinely legitimate sites in the dark web. They just choose to be there instead of in the proper web.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, the first thing you think of when you think someone goes on the dark web regularly,
Yeah,
you're not going to let them anywhere near your kids, are you?
Well, it depends what they're on there for.
Yeah, but you don't know what they're on there for. All you know is that they go on the dark web.
I've been on it once, like.
Once.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing dodgy, like. I mean, just,
Well,
just to see what the crack is. I think everyone's done it at one stage.
I can't say that I have, actually.
Nearby.
Well, it's shit.
Really?
Well, there's deep web and there's dark web. Deep web is like the part of the internet you need a Tor browser for, but the dark web is things like nefarious things.
Hmm.
So I've been more specifically deep webbing.
Well, anyway,
You have been?
Been deep webbing.
just in case anybody puts 2 and 4 together, yeah. The MP was pretty much just on a normal porn website, nothing weird as far as we know. So just in case that talk about the dark web and the guy watching porn in Parliament kind of gets linked together, there's nothing nasty like that going on.
Yeah, but isn't like friggin' 90% of porn these days like weird step stuff?
In the family stuff?
In the family stuff, yeah, family ties and stuff. And
I suppose there's a lot of stepbrother and stepsister stuff
Yes,
going on.
that's the saving grace of it. It says step in the name.
Yeah.
So it probably was something weird.
Oh dear. Well, anyway.
Well, they haven't found his name out yet. Probably
No,
here in
that
the
hasn't
next
been
few
released
days.
yet. No.
You'll
Is
hear
the
it in the
public
next few
interest?
Oh, there will be public interest.
Is
About
the
as
leader
much
of my
as you can.
constituency been wanking in the house? Just whack the table.
days. Could you imagine if it was a MP for like a really religious area of England?
Oh, like Rotherham.
Banterbury.
And they find out he's been watching pornography.
Hmm.
How dare
Yeah, anyway,
Anyway, that's enough of this human filth.
you? Fuck it.
Let's end this podcast.
till next time.
Bye.